Alright, so in today's video, we are back with another Spot the Bronze. It's actually been quite a while since we did our last one. Best way to explain this one is one of the players on each team is in bronze, and we have to figure out who that is. And the bronze players are in their main roles. The whole lobby average is gold 1, so that can kind of average out. Also, thank you to the Hard Carry Club for being able to set this up. If you ever want to participate in those, we'll have their Discord in the description below where you can join in events like these. They do a ton of stuff. You've probably seen them in my videos, Jay's videos, etc. They do a lot of stuff and setup stuff, which is really cool. Also, the names are like that. If you see a lot of the names like that, we just do this because sometimes players will recognize, like people in chat will recognize people who are playing in it, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I know they're in this rank, and that makes it a little bit more difficult, so we just have the streamer mode on to make it a little bit easier. All right, let's just start right now. I need to figure out who is the bronze on each team. Now, this Reinhardt already playing like this is making me think they're not. I already think they're changing stuff around to make it seem like they are. But we're gonna start with the Rein. I'm gonna go in order from like I'll just go in order because I think that's the best way for me to do this. Okay, so it's not the Rein. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why I know it's not the Rein is because sometimes players will get into these like spot the bronze ones and they'll think that bronze players play on 8,000 sensitivity while spinning their Rein shield. Listen, I've watched enough to know that a lot of it, while some of it can be mechanics, can just be positioning sometimes. They ain't spinning their Rein shield around going 6,000 miles per hour. So if I had to do an early, I don't think it's this player, I would start with that. Watch it be this player, by the way. I know they're just hecking with their DPI button. Yeah, they're just... yes, I'm a duck. Thanks to the 10 months of the Fish Prize. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. It ain't right. So what the Rein's trying to do is they're going, oh yeah. I mean, listen, if we're gonna spot the bronze, I'm gonna hold my shield up the whole time. I'm gonna hit my fire strikes, but then when I charge in, I'm gonna cancel my charge. Now, first of all, if you were really going down the route of that, we would know that you wouldn't even cancel your charge then. Onto the Genji now. Dirty Doormat, thanks for the 15 months. The finish process. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, the canceling of the charge is what did it for me there. Okay, now we go to the Cassidy. I can already tell it's gonna be a tough one. I already know it's gonna be tough because I've done that thing where I already have not put enough time into some of the heroes, and I automatically think it's not gonna be them, and it's gonna end up being them. It's gonna be the Rein, isn't it? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Oh, what a hinder, though, right? Nice shot. You think it's the cast? He sits on the high ground, it's not the cast? I mean, the cast is on the high ground, so that's for sure. Nice hinder. Good reaction to hinder him. I like that. Big slam! I want to see the reaction to the shatter. Getting slept. Alright, what does Cass do here? Is it reloading way too much? I mean, we can do that. You can do that in any rank. I'll go to the support soon. I'm trying to narrow it down early, because that will be quicker for me. If I can narrow it down early, I can do this. Okay, Cass could be... It could be Cass, but I don't think so just yet. Did the Mercy flying into the mines? I mean, I can play Mercy, and I do that too, so I can't go just off of that, you know?
Did someone call for us?
I will say, I'm trying to watch movement. That's my #1 thing right now. See, like, when and maybe it's just me, but, like, when I see even, like, that type of play where they, like, using, like, the super jump into, like, an angled play, like, that one I kind of look at and I go, it makes me think maybe not. Remember, one team has a bronze player each. Keep that in mind. This is guess the bronze, yeah. Like, one player has a bronze each. Did you died first though? Yeah, but like that won't dictate something to me like specifically. Okay, that was certainly a Valk. We'll go to Kiriko now. I think my first step is not... I think my first step isn't figuring out who the bronze is, it's figuring out who isn't the bronze. That's my first step. That's my first step. And I usually will start with one team. My first step is trying to figure out who isn't the bronze. And then I can narrow it down. Not Ryan. Okay, so I now know it's not Ryan. I can tell you without a doubt, if it's Ryan, then I am baffled. Ryan is like trying to do things that you would like. See what this blade is. I want to see that blade right now. Yeah, I think the Ryan's memeing. And I can't say that. Ooh, this is an interesting duel. Okay, let's rewatch this duel for a second. There seems to be a duel here with Cass that we might have missed. This is a treat. So on first hand, the play that Cassidy made was very much a playmaking play, right? So that's where like I see that, but then I see the next part. I'm like, okay, let's go back to the Cassidy for a second. They're on Hanzo now, so they should give me a little bit better of an idea. You know what I mean? All right.
Let the Kitsune guide you. This ends now. I'm not done yet.
It's not Kiriko.
Thanks.
It's not Kiriko. I've already seen enough from Kiriko to know, like, I've seen a decent cooldown usage. I've seen some good shots, so I'm gonna narrow it down to either one of the DPS or the Mercy. So that's where I'm at now. But my initial, I'm leaning towards the Hanzo to start.
My soul is the light. The light becomes me. My soul is the light.
You know what? I honestly, chat, like, I know we watched that moment as Genji right there, but Genji didn't use ult with 10 HP. Genji used ult with like 125 HP where everything looked good in front of them. That's why I went back and watched that. They basically were in a spot where it was kind of like a tempo blade where you feel like, oh, this is looking good. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Like, I'm going to make this play. More than that felt like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to do whatever here. Does that make sense? Like, it very much seems like, it's tough to say. Keep in mind, the lobby goes up to about gold. The average, like, of the lobby is going to be gold 1. Back to Hanzo. I don't know who it is. I know it's not Ryan or Kiriko, and I you know what? I don't think it's the Mercy. I really don't.
My servants never die.
Vengeance consume you.
It's not the Mercy. It's not the Mercy. It's not the Mercy. Nope. I'm glad we kind of got to see this sequence. I really don't think it's the Mercy. Well, Wrecking Ball's on the other team. Once we go to that team, we'll look at that one. So it is one of the DPS. My take is it's one of the DPS. What are they running on the other team? Okay, this is perfect. They're on Widow. Stay Widow, please. Okay, this is good. This is good. We have Tracer and Widow now. This is it. This is how we dictate this one. It's one of the DPS. It's either the Tracer or it's the Widow. So let's start off by watching the Widow, and then we can narrow it down, and if we do it right, I know who it's going to be. And if we're wrong on the other tanks, I'm okay with that. Like, this has been enough. But we're playing, it's called Spot the Bronze. So one of the players is Bronze, everybody else is, kind of all over the place. Average of Gold 1. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's go back to the Tracer now. Yeah. Okay. Widow got a pick. Head back a little bit on the Widow. Here we go. Nice shot. It's Widow. I think it's Widow. It's the movement for me. It's the movement. It's Widow. If it's not Widow, this Widow's done an amazing job at making me think it's the Widow. Because the Tracer had good enough movement. The Mercy I thought had good movement during a lot. Oh wait, Mercy's on. Yeah, Mercy's. Yeah. I really do believe it's the Widow.
Do not provoke me. Ooh, a lovely streak.
It has to be the Widow. No, this is not me on Widow. What do you mean? Did you not see my video the other day with the best Widow crosshair? Okay. My Widow's unreal.
Evil can't hide from my sight.
Yeah, I know what? I think the safe pick here is the Widow. I think it's just the movement for me, right? Like keep in mind too. There could be players in Bronze who have like a good shot, but their movement is kind of where you can see where they need to improve on. So like it makes me think that, you know, there's a chance. I don't think it's the Mercy, and if it is the Mercy, like they haven't played to a point where I'm like, oh, they're in Bronze. So like I'm gonna just so we don't like waste the whole 20 minutes on. I think it's the Widow who is ZE. That's what we know right now. We'll look at the names after. We just have that, so like if anybody in chat recognizes their rank. I've seen a couple times where players be like, oh, I know them. I play with them in this rank, and it's like, oh, thank you. They're in the Spot the Bronze. That was wonderful. So I'm gonna say that it's probably the Widow, but we'll leave it at that for now, and I'm probably gonna stick with that. So we'll see. Let's head to the other team now, and I'll kind of start from here. We might have to watch a little bit of the first rounds too, so we'll see. Start with the Wrecking Ball. Okay, well, we have an early candidate for this. All right, let's head over to Widow now.
I'm with you.
Please let it be both the Widows. Imagine. Blue, thanks for giving us something. Appreciate it. Thank you. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? They're gonna hit me with a curveball, and it's gonna be one of the players, 4 of them are bronze or something. Like, I'm telling you, they've done it to me before. I don't know. Who is any? Who? Chat, I don't know. Okay, the first team was easier than this. What the heck is going on? Yeah, the red team is making this tough. I couldn't tell you so far who this is. What the? I can't figure it out. It's gotta be. Okay, let's watch the Lifeweaver for an extended time here. It's not Lifeweaver. It's not the Lifeweaver. The position alone is what does it for me. It's not the Lifeweaver. So okay, so we can move away from the Lifeweaver pretty early on here. I'm more than positive it's not the Lifeweaver. So let's head back to the D.Va now, because I obviously play a lot of D.Va, so I can kind of get a good grasp of where D.Va's at. It's not D.Va. It's not D.Va. So it wasn't the Wrecking Ball. Yeah, I don't think it's the D.Va. The Wrecking Ball could have been like just, you can tell they play in a bit of a high sense. But like it's not the D.Va. I think they just have high sensitivity at that point. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, no, it's that, yeah. I wonder which one it's not, chat. Okay, well, thank you for playing D.Va here, making that easy on me. So that narrows it down to the DPS and then one of the supports again. Back to the Widow. Let's see.
Area denied.
Sniper, watch your head game.
Clever.
Here we go.
Plotting out the jigsaw.
Looking at this so far, chat, my next guess here is probably the Lucio, but we'll see. You know, I think like there's a chance it's the Widow, but I don't think it is. But like I watched them, I don't know though, because wait a second, let me see the Venture. If I can narrow this down, let me see how they play Venture. Another gifted sub cage. Oh, that's 69 gifted. Nice. Nice. You recognize? Oh, do you Zen sub? It's not Venture. It's not Venture. It's not. Some of that was a bit scuffed, but like that was just a bit scuffed. We all have those moments there. I really don't think it's the Venture at all. So that leaves it down to the Widow or the Lucio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the game back to the beginning. I think I know who's on Team 1. It's going to come down to either ET or YZ. Okay, so let's head all the way back to the beginning here. I want to see the lead off here by ET. All right, here we go. Let's see the Cass. They're not on Widow, they're on Cass. Well, I mean, you should have a good idea, Zen Step. Otherwise, that would be concerning. Yeah, but that was, I'm gonna be honest with you though, those shots are one of those like, to give you an idea, those shots that we just saw can happen at any rank, and it's also why Overwatch can be so fun from any rank. Because did you see those shots right there? Those are the moments that you can have in Overwatch no matter what the rank is. And that's what makes Overwatch so satisfying, is when you hit shots like that. So that's why it's like, I need to see more of that. But that was good shots, don't get me wrong. How that cleanse, that's... I mean, I was just surprised the cleanse hit. Coffee Waifu, thanks for the 5 months of the tier 1, thank you, appreciate it. And Mike, thanks for the 8 months of the tier 1, thank you, appreciate it, thank you. Thanks.
Have a lovely day everyone, less than 3 emongg blankies.
Well, we have a great day too. Okay, we're gonna be on YZ for a second right now. I don't know who it is. I actually have no clue who this is. I really do think it's between YZ or ET, right? And like, I haven't even seen ET go home yet. So like, I don't even know. Is it YZ or ET? I just don't know.
Bye. Take care. Hey.
Oh, what a hinder! Alright, I'm gonna watch YZ for a couple more seconds here, and then I'll decide. Yeah, I'm starting to think it isn't the cast. How do they react to this play? Well, don't they get high noon? Wait, is this where they get high noon? Because the reaction to the high noon could be huge. This is spot the bronze. I mean, the walls do need a little bit of, like, cleaning right there, so it makes sense, right? Because this is the high noon, right? Where the Cassidy just runs down here in a second and just high noons from... Yeah, this is... I remember them getting pile drive over there. Once they walk out of there, there's going to be a high noon play, and then the Ana comes back. They haven't used their ult either. Like, they haven't wanted to be... Okay, yep, it's YZ. All right. All right, I have my guesses in. Listen, like, I just feel like I've seen enough, especially on both teams, and I could be wrong, but I think I'm ready to lock my answer in on this one. I mean, they haven't used Kitsune, so, like, it's two things either happening. They're just not using abilities and trying to make it seem that way, or it is that. It's one of the two. I just, like, yeah, the Suzus have been pretty suspect. It hasn't even been the aim or anything like that. It's more been just, like, that right there. And, like, it just... No Kitsune yet. The reaction to the high noon wasn't there. Like, that's what it feels like. Arrows, thanks for the present. Thank you. Appreciate it. I know it's not the ball. I know it's not the Sojourn or the Ana, I'm pretty sure. So, like, it kind of just narrows it down to...
Sometimes it takes two.
Hasn't left cart once. Which, I mean, I don't leave the cart ever either, so I can't really dictate that, but dude, I don't know. Yeah, it's YZ. It's YZ. I think it's YZ. Very just like stand still gameplay too. Do you know what I mean? Like there isn't a lot happening. Like you're not playing inherently bad, but you're not really trying to do anything either, which makes me feel like it's a very safe play style. This is where your cleanses have been very interesting. You know, like right there, you're nanoed, but you don't want to TP in. It just feels very, very safe. So that's what I'm going with. Yeah, I think I'm good on that. So my guess is I think I'm locked in. I think I'm locked in. I think I know who it is. So I think it's gonna be Zelectric and YZH. Now those are who I have locked in. So for the blue team, I went with the Zelectric, and it was the Mercy. It was the Mercy. You said you told me? I mean, listen, maybe I didn't watch the Mercy long enough. Maybe it was tough. You said you can't play Hanzo, okay? Okay, that's fair. I mean, listen, that is a fair assessment. Yeah, some people in chat did guess Mercy. Yeah, I don't know. I saw just a couple good moves a couple cool plays by Mercy that I was kind of like, I'm okay with that. But I'm you know what? Like, if I look back at that and go, oh, there was a moment here, a moment there, I think I'm fine with my selection here. Because I didn't see enough from the Mercy to say that they were, like, playing terribly. So if I get it wrong on that one, I'm still confident in this pick here. Okay. Onto the red team, I thought it was going to be YZH, the Kiriko. I have a feeling now it's not going to be, but we'll see. And the red team, we were right. Okay, so we did get one right. 50-50 on that one. What did it for me, and like I said, it wasn't like they were playing terrible. It was just like the ability not to do they didn't have like a playmaking going on, right? Very, very just like stand on the cart, play very static, you know, wasn't trying to do too much. Lucio became even a bit more obvious, right? You said 50-50 Overwatch? True. The Lucio was just like, was very obvious to me. It was just one of those things. But yeah, overall, it really just came down to like the not trying to make any plays, holding on to ultimates, no reaction to the high noon, things like that. So that's what did it for me on that one. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button. Thank you again for Zensep and the Hard Carry Club, etc. Being able to get everything set up. Remember to check out in the description below. We'll have their Discord if you want to be able to join that. That was a lot of fun. Let us know in the comments if you want to see more of these too. We've done them before in the past. How frequent do you want to see these? But they're always a good time. Like I said, sub to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. Join my Discord too. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat right below the webcam, so stop by if you haven't. And with that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.